Good evening, girls. Welcome to my presentation in Principles of Accounts. Today we are going to continue with the books of prime entry. Remember, in my last presentation, we discussed the books of prime entry and also identified transactions that have to be recorded in a specific book of original entry. Today, we are going to look at the cash book as our first book of prime entry to be discussed in detail. So, we are going to look at the cash book. The cash book is a book of first entry that records cash transactions only. No credit transaction in the cash book, no sales returns in the cash book, no purchases returns in the cash book, but only cash transaction where payment is made immediately. This includes receipts and payments made by cash or check. So the transactions recorded in the cash account is either the money you are receiving or paying, whether you are paying by hard cash, as we always say, or you are making payment by bank. By bank, I mean by check. The source documents for the cash book. Let me get a pointer. The source document for the cash book are the receipt. We'll be looking at these documents sometime in future. The check counterfoils, bank slips, to mention just a few. There are so many. You can talk of the cash slips. You can talk of even tickets that you use whenever you are traveling. Recording in the cash book requires us to follow the golden rule of accounting, which states that debit the receiver and credit the giver. Meaning each time you are receiving money, could be from your customers or from your sales, you enter on the debit side of the cash book. Whenever you're making payments, you enter on the credit side of the cash book. Which one is the debit or the credit side of the cash book? That may be a question that one of you may ask. You come to understand about this very soon. So let's move on. There are 4 types of cash books, namely the single column cash book, the 2-column cash book, the 3-column cash book, and the petty cash book. In most cases, learners would say there are 3 types because this petty cash book is learned after you have covered the 3 types. You forget about the petty cash book, you bring in other types of books of first entry, and then after some time, that's when the petty cash book is covered. So we tend to think that there are 3 types of cash books. There are actually 4 types of cash books. Single column cash book is the first type of cash book that we are going to discuss. The single column cash book is a cash book with one account only. This account can either be the cash or bank account, any of the two. A column in the cash book is a specific account or category such as the cash account, bank account, or the discount category. So when we say single column cash book, if you see a single column cash book, it has more than 1 column, more than 2 columns, but we are saying it's a single column. Our focus when we say single column, we mean it has only 1 account, and this account can be cash account or bank account. So let's move on. The format for a single column cash book. It should have the title, like this title here. Example of the title, each time when you write a cash book, it should always have a title. So you can say Events Cash Account. It's a single column cash book with the cash account only. It should have the date column, the details column, the folio, debit, and the credit. And then this case we are seeing here are kwacha units. So whenever we are receiving, if we have received from Mono, we have received from, let's say we have received from Chilala. We write Chilala here, and we are saying debit the receiver. This DR stands for debit. So you enter the amount here. If we are paying for rent, we write rent here in the details and even the date. Because we are making a payment, we enter on the credit side. But for now, I want us to concentrate on the formats. The entries we'll do them later. And then alternatively, you can also write a single column cash book as follows. Events single column cash book. When it is written like this, event is a single column cash book. Should have the date column, the details, folio, and the name of the account here you say cash account, debit, credit. So you might have noted that in terms of the format here, there's a slight difference in terms of the title. Here when you use this format, you would say events cash account. You have mentioned the name of the account here. Here you don't mention, you just say events is single column cash book. How do we know the type of the account that we are dealing with? The account is written inside. So we have put this account here, cash account from the title, we put it inside here. So we are dealing with a cash account. Here is a cash account, but it's written as Events cash account. If it was bank account, we would have said Events bank account. Then we draw the table like this. Here, if it was bank account, we would have said Events single column cash book. Then the mention of the account will be inside here, bank account. So this is the format of preparing a single column cash book. Next will be a demonstration on how to make entries in a single column cash book. Thank you so much. I don't want to tie you with a lot of information. So in the next lesson, I'm going to prepare an example of how to make entries so that after that you do some activities. But mind you, according to how we teach you, we are not even supposed to load you with a lot of examples. We just give you an activity on your own, you go and research and then do the presentation. Then afterwards, I consolidate whatever you present by correcting you and coming up with the correct way of doing things. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed my presentation.